If you look closely to my wire sculptures or the human sculptures, you notice that the wires are intertwined, building up into networks. I think humans are being built up in that manner. We are all intertwined. Some are far apart, some are close together. After I lost my sight, I went to the blind station. There I heard of a blind man saying, "Hey, I'm going to do drawing this weekend." That moment really woke me up, saying, "Hey, I can still do drawing. I can still paint. I can still do art." Going back to the time in LaSalle, I have to find out ways to draw because I need to touch and feel it. I tried many different materials like paper, trap, road, sand, clay, and so on. And wire turned out to be very close to the line drawings that my classmate was doing. And it's like bringing the 2D to life. Every line that I drew, I could feel it, I could touch it, I could know from beginning to the end. I visualize, I think, then I build it up. My inspiration comes from the thoughts, the feelings, the beliefs I have. Human figures allow me to draw out the landscape of my thoughts. When I made the sculpture of a man screaming and yelling, it was very healing to me. What I do is, I will use the thick wire not just as a framework, but as the aesthetic of the sculpture. It becomes a part of the line works that build out the shape and forms. It's like a pencil. You know, you have 2D, 3D, and 1B, and so on. You use these different tones of pencil to develop drawings. So likewise, I'm using different thickness of the wire to develop the tones of the sculptures. Art is about possibility and realizing for yourself. My advice is, let students explore the material on their own, and you, as the teacher, guide them by leading them to the shapes. Let them have fun. Let them build from something simple. I think wire is very good material to work with because you can get them easily from any hardware shop. To make the wire sculptures, you don't really need many tools. Basically just a plier, sometimes cutter, gloves, and a goggle. You don't have to use things like glue, welding, or any adhesive. You just use the wire to weave them together, intertwine them together, build them up into shapes. Why do you get students to do something where artists take years to master? Always start something simple. Spend time with the material. Let them know more, experience it, touch it, get the love of it. Guide them and not show them. There will be some kids who are still struggling. It's very important not to leave them alone, but rather hold his hand, guide him through the process. There was once a lecturer who was leaving for Hong Kong for good, came over and talked to me. And she said, "Victor, don't give up your wire." And that word has been in my heart for a very long time. That kind of word is helpful for every teacher to be able to find out the potential of a child. Art is a bridge between me and the audience to see it. Every piece of wire used on the sculpture has a purpose. Every line that goes through the sculptures tells the stories. If we cover it up, then you will not know the stories. When we do not see perspective like distance and colors, then we become more introspective.